I've got my coffee. Let's do this. Rule 1 when doing your videos, make sure that your coffee is out of the way, not near any of your paper products, because you will inevitably bump into your table, spill your coffee on something. With that being said, welcome back. Today we're gonna do the February wrap up for memory keeping in my Inkwell press, along with my Glam stickers. Here I've got my Glam dashboard for February and also my Note and Ramblings page at the end of February in my planner. I did also pull out my page from the previous month. That way, I don't care how many times I do this, I'm always going to forget where I place my stickers. And so I always keep one handy with me just to reference back to. I've also got my memories here that I printed off from my notes. And I have all the books that I read and the pages that I read for the month. So to get started, per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and line the top here with washi tape. And I just wanna reference back to see where I put it last time. And I'm going to be using this Simply Gilded, and this is from the February Valentine's Day. So it's a really lovely pink floral with the rose gold bow. And I thought it would work absolutely perfect with the pinks that we're working with in February. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my washi tape started across the top here. Now that I've got the washi tape down, I'm gonna go ahead and start working from the Glam dashboards and start with books read, since that's my favorite part of any month, is all the books that I get read in the month. So go ahead and get my sticker down across the top here and also use the book stack here on the side. And I'll be back in just a moment. So I have my stickers down, and I have been saving this box here from the February kit to put on the side because I like to put a little decorative sticker up there, full box. And this one is just so stinking cute, so I decided to save it for this here. And you know, after like a whole couple years of doing this, I think I finally figured out the order that I need to put my stickers down so that way I can get them all in the spot that I need them. And now I just want to put down how many pages I got down, so I'm going to reference my other sheet. I think there works. And it's always just a little bit different, but that's okay. So let's see how many pages I read. 1,982. My goal this year is to read 70 books, and that puts me, I think, 5-point-something books a month. So I've read 12 already, so I am on track. So I'm super stoked about that. Great, now that I've got my reading down, I want to go ahead and we're gonna use the memory sticker here and line it up. Again, it's not always perfect, it's not always the same, but there we go. And something Lisa Marie has been doing, I've noticed she put these little icon stickers around the memory stickers. So I thought that was a genius idea. So I think I will go ahead and copy and put that down. All right, so I'm gonna reference my sheet here to know where I'm at. And I think I'm gonna start with learning. All right, so referencing my other one, we're gonna go 2 dots down. And I think I will lay my stickers out first. Because I always seem to do it one by one and then my spacing gets off. So we're gonna put them down first this month. And every month my categories change a little bit. I'm not always using all the prompts, and I'm not always using the same couple. It just kind of depends on the month and, you know, what's striking me. All right, so we've got that down, so we just need to do the coordinating icons to go with those. All right, so we have all the icons down. Now I just want to go ahead and start filling everything in. And the biggest thing I have been learning this month, or last month, is if you're hitting a brick wall, all right, let's go ahead and write first, then talk. So if you're hitting a brick wall, grab some dynamite. And that was something I heard actually from one of my workout videos that I was doing. She said that, and it just like totally hit me perfectly. Last month, I told you guys that I have been doing really good on my workouts and following my goals and really sticking to my plan. And I couldn't wait for March 1st to roll around because I was going to take my measurements and get on the scale and, you know, kind of see what my progress was for the month. And I had zero change. I didn't lose any inches. I didn't lose any pounds. And it just completely devastated me because I had been working so hard and been so consistent. And, you know, just because your body is not changing or you're not seeing the physical results doesn't mean that something emotionally and something in your spirit isn't changing. And I fully believe that God has been changing me over the month, even though I can't see the physical rewards from that. So, you know, it's just if a wall sticks in your way, grab some dynamite and walk through it. So I'm just going into this month knowing that just because I can't see the physical change in the scale or, you know, after measuring myself doesn't mean that it's not working and it's not changing. So I'm just going to keep moving forward. And some days is very hard for me to, you know, completely trust that what I'm doing is still the right thing to do. So I will literally reach my hand out to the side and just say, God, hold my hand. And I think I know he's been walking with me on my journey. And some days I have to do that physical act of reaching my hand out and just saying, walk with me and hold my hand. So maybe that'll apply to something in your life as well. All right, on to drinking. All right, so for drinking at night, while my husband gets ready for bed and takes a shower and everything, I've been making a cup of decaf coffee and adding just a scoop of cocoa powder into it. And if you read up on cocoa powder, there's quite a few benefits from eating it or drinking it, whatever way you want to put it into your routine. So, you know, I've just been drinking my coffee and with the powder, and it seems like a sweet treat, even though there's no sugar in the cocoa powder. So just been doing that and reading my book and kind of trying to wind down. I have just complete chronic insomnia and I don't sleep well most of the time, and I haven't slept well for many, many years. So I'm trying to incorporate things that can help me wind down a little bit. And for listening, go ahead and get that down. So for listening, I have been listening to Tiger Army. And this particular album, which I will not even try to decipher what it means or how to say it, came out in 2016, and I just rediscovered it again. and I've basically had it on repeat the entire month. And Tiger Army falls into the rockabilly genre, if you will, which is kind of like punk rock meets 50s rock and roll. So if you can imagine what that sounds like, it's just fun, and I don't know, I've totally been in love with it and I can't stop listening to it. So that may be my favorite for March as well, but we'll kind of see how it goes. Let's go on to eating. So what I've been addicted to lately is this Dave's Thin Slice 21 whole grains and seeds bread, and also this peanut butter from Trader Joe's, and it's the crunchy salted peanut butter with flax and chia. And I have gone through 2 of these now. I just opened the 3rd one this morning, and this stuff is addicting. Like, you've got the crunch, you've got the little bit of salty. So I've just been putting a tablespoon on my bread in the morning as part of my breakfast. And I don't really eat a whole lot of bread, but I have just been craving this, you know, and I just think whatever the body is craving, you're needing something from it. Something that is in the bread and the peanut butter, my body is needing right now. So, oh my God, this stuff is just freaking delicious. All right, let's go on to praying. And like I was just telling you about, this month I'm really just praying to keep moving forward, even though I can't see results. And I'm firmly believing that God is changing me in the inside, you know, changing my mental and changing how I react to not getting the results that I want. Because I am very much a, how do you want to say, an instant gratification person. You know, if I work out for a week, I expect to lose 2 pounds and, you know, really see everything on the scale just start moving in the downward direction. But, you know, not seeing anything after this month, it was really, just really tore me apart. And so I'm just praying that God's going to keep sticking with me, holding my hand, and walking with me. And on to going. So my sister invited me on a sister date last month, and we went to a paint night at a Mexican restaurant. So it was really nice. We just got a bite to eat and had a drink, and we did the paint night with the instructor. And I don't know if any of you guys have done that before, but it was so much fun. It was my 2nd time doing it, and we painted a cliff with kind of a sunset background. So I'll take a picture of that and include it here. And I by no means no Bob Ross, but I thought it turned out great. And it was more of just about spending time with my sister. She's really busy. She is going to be graduating from college in May with her bachelor's. So she's been busy going to school full-time and working full-time. And she does live with my husband and I. So she lives here, but I don't get to see her very often. And it's not very often that we can get together and do something fun as sisters. So that was really special to me that we got to do that. Right, on to savoring. So this month I have just really been savoring long talks with my husband. You know, we get caught up in daily life, and, you know, he goes to work, comes home, we wind down, eat dinner, and then it's time to go to bed. And sometimes we don't get those long, deep conversations that we need. And there's always something that you need to address. And that's a part of any marriage. I don't care how little or long you've been married. And we've been married for 11 years. It'll be 12 years in October this year. And, you know, there's just some times where we just need to sit for an hour and we talk about everything. And I think we've had more really genuine, great conversations this month than we have in the last couple months. And last year he was working in Sacramento, which is only about 90 miles from me, but you add in all of the traffic getting there and back, that was adding, could have been anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours each direction. And that wasn't really, you know, feasible for him to drive all that way while he was managing multiple stores and having really long days. So he was staying with his grandparents that live, you know, just right outside of where he was working. So we missed a big chunk of last year of not being able to see each other every day and share these conversations. And since September, he's been back home, and we've really just been able to spend some really quality time together. So this month, that was just really special to me that we were able to get some really good conversations had, and really meant a lot to me. And for reading this month for the Paper and Glam book club, we read The Wedding. And if you watch that live or you watch the replay, you know that, the sappy love stories are not exactly my thing. I like the really twisted, it's got to have a lot of drama and a lot of crazy things happen. So I mentioned kind of like Cruel Intentions, like that is my favorite love story. And anything like Gossip Girl or something that just has so much drama, or Hate to Love and things like that. Those are really my kind of love stories. But this story was very, very sweet. So I was still happy I read it. And then last but not least, for celebrating, just the full month sticking to my goals. So I was able to stay on track with workouts and eating well, and I am just celebrating that. This is the longest run I've ever gone with really paying attention to my health and trying to do the things that I need to do to get to where I need to be, if that makes sense. So, just really celebrating and thanking God for being with me and holding my hand and helping me go forward. And I just realized I was using a different pen. I'm using the pen that I write in my day-to-day planner, but I was using the Sharpie pen, so I'm gonna go back to that. So now that I've got the bulk of my memories down, I'm going to go ahead and put down the February header here across the bottom. And this one is so intricate and delicate, I don't want to rip it. I pretty much rip it every month, but no one can tell but me, or at least I hope. Okay, great, got that down. And I'm gonna do something just a little bit different. And I wanna start keeping track of how many videos I put up for the month and also how many workouts I did. So last month I had 4 videos and I got 17 workouts. So that was really important to me to just kind of keep track of the things that I'm doing. So just got my videos and the workouts. And I feel like it needs something else on the bottom. I've got this little strip of washi that I used in another project. So I think I'm just gonna put that across the bottom. And I think next month I might just use one of the pattern headers and put it between the two to separate them a little bit. So first month doing that, so I'm just gonna play with that, but I think that's probably what I'll be doing next time. And I feel like this side just needs a little bit of something as well. I use these little checklists here for so many different things. Sometimes I layer them behind my weekend banners. I just use them for everything. They're just so universal. Every sticker that Lisa Marie creates, they're super universal. No, that one's gonna be too big. All right, so we use that one. What else do I wanna use? I'm gonna use the sunglasses. So just kind of layer them a little bit. And I feel like I want another conversation heart. How about a cutie pie? That'll work. And then just put one of my flags up here. All right, perfect. Got everything down that I need. And then I just need to grab a couple of these hearts. I like to put one of them up here. It's not perfectly straight, but that'll work. I'm trying to let go of the perfectionism in everything that I do, and if it's not perfect, that's okay. That's why I repeat it so many times on my video, because it's okay. It's no big deal. So now I'm just going to sprinkle a couple of these hearts throughout, and we'll be done with the memory planning. All right, so I've got everything down that I loved for the month, all of my memories, so it's ready to go in the books, and I can close February for the year. And I just wanted to show you guys a couple different lifestyle things that I've been loving as well. It's one of my favorite parts of watching wrap-ups for the previous month is that everyone shares, all the things that they love, and that way I get ideas. And, if there's something that I need to be trying, I can learn from other people what they've been loving. So first off, I am obsessed with keeping my teeth clean, and one of my favorite things, I've used this in the past, and the last couple of months I've been trying some different things, but I always keep coming back to this. And this is the Boku Smile Tooth Powder. So it's all natural, so it's with natural mint and baking soda, and this cleans your teeth so incredibly well. So if it's been a little bit of time since you went to your last dentist appointment, this works extremely well. So I've been using this with just the Sonicare toothbrush, and I'm also adding a drop of clove oil on top of it. And in this instance, more is not more. 1 drop. Anything more than that, you're gonna just completely irritate your mouth. And you will notice just a little bit of a burning sensation from the clove. It's okay, it's not hurting you. It's just until you build up a tolerance to it. And then that burning will subside and you won't notice it as much. But if you look up the benefits for clove oil in the mouth, you'll find that it does just a plethora of things for your mouth. And so I've been adding this. I've always added this to whatever toothpaste I am using. But I do really love the Boku Smile and highly suggest that if you can find it, I think you need to buy it online at their website, but to pick it up and try it on your teeth. Along with that, this was something that I found, it was just advertised, I think either on Instagram or Facebook, but this is the Cocoa Floss. And this floss is a little bit different from your average floss that you find in the store. I think it just has more, it's a little bit thicker, and it really just cleans the teeth really well. And I'm obsessed with flossing my teeth as well. So when I saw this and I tried it, I really enjoyed it. And I've been using it for probably a year now, and I don't foresee myself stopping anytime soon. So here's the information on the back. And I don't know that I've mentioned this before, but my mom is a naturopath. She got certified simply just to help her family. She's been doing this for, I want to say maybe 20, 25 years. And everything that we do in my family is just as natural as we can be, as much as possible, and always learning everything that we can to be healthy. So everything that I use, I try to use that is organic and without pesticides, not used on animals, of course, and just anything I can that will help my body and start replacing things that I use that are not organic or natural. One big part of that is using natural deodorant. And I have tried so many different types of natural deodorants, and I haven't had success with any of them. So my favorite, I actually tried this a couple months ago, but I wasn't consistent with using it every day because it does take an extra minute or two to apply it. But this is from Little Seed Farm, and this is their deodorant cream. And I will tell you, after using this like full on for a month last month, it works amazing. And one day last month, I decided to go back to my Degree deodorant, and it did not work as well as this stuff did. So one thing to keep in mind when you're trying a natural deodorant is that your armpits are going to go through kind of a detox, and you may not see that it's working right away. So one thing that you can do is take some of this Indian healing clay, which I've got from Vitacost, and I think a lot of natural stores do carry that as well. But you want to take some of this and mix equal parts of the clay, water, and apple cider vinegar and apply it to your armpits, and that will start the detoxification process faster so your natural deodorant can work faster for you. And this stuff is like murder on your skin. It tightens it to no end and can be quite uncomfortable, but it is very good for deep pore cleansing. So I did do that just to make sure I was getting all of the aluminum out of my system from the regular deodorant that I was using. Of course, it's not fully out, but it does help a little bit. So in the morning, after I take my shower, and if you shave under your arms, which I do every day, after I get out and before I apply my natural deodorant, I use this from Little Seed Farm as well, which is the facial mist. It is a balance and toner. And most toners do burn on the skin when you spray it, but this one I found zero irritation and zero burning. So after I get out of the shower, I will spray 2 sprays under my arms, and then I will take about a pea size of the deodorant. And I do recommend, if you go to their website and pick this up, that you also pick up this handy little tool. And what this does is you just go inside of your jar, you want to get your product here, and then you can smooth it under your arms, and it makes the whole process much easier than trying to use your fingers. And the very last thing that I want to talk about is from Creole Essence, and this is black castor oil. And if you've followed me for any amount of time, you know that I have PCOS, and one of the lovely side effects of that is hair loss, which I have been dealing with for many years. So I have been using this on my scalp and throughout all of my hair. I haven't noticed any hair regrowth, but this does significantly hydrate my hair and add more volume to it. So you're not seeing all the spots where the hair is coming out as bad because this is thickening it quite a bit. She does claim that this will help hair loss and help grow hair back, but after only using it a month, I haven't seen any results yet, but the other results that I have seen have really been really nice. Anyway, those are all the things that I have been loving for February. Just trying to incorporate as many non-toxic and organic items into my routine as I can. And I know many others are on that same health journey as well. So I just wanted to share a couple of the things that have really made a difference in my life and hope that they might help you as well. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to give it a thumbs up on the way out. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week for a new video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.